Howdy, folks of the ASL. It's your boy QETM, bringing you 3 straight weeks of the Pick'em crew, getting all caught up. I've had a lot going on, but finally, I'm free. I'm going away next week, so I might see what I have to do about that little predicament. But nonetheless, here we are. Let's dive right in. 3 weeks of the ASL, non-stop fun. Let's go. So, week 11, first battle, Slow Bohemians versus PC Barcelona. Everyone going with Slow Bohemians, being correct as Susie goes for the PC Barcelona is incorrect. It's 10 a.m. Alright. So next up, we have the Washington Willards against the Amsterdam Alakazams, with everyone going for the Amsterdam Alakazams and being correct. Next up, we have Malone being the only one to vote for his St. Louis Swablues over the Arcane Arcanines, who did indeed win the battle. So, we see that, and I just ruined the doc. Hell yeah. Sorry, Hutch. Don't be mad, please. And then, we have the Portland Timbers against the Kling Klang United, and everyone, even Gran, going for the Portland Timbers, besides me being right, as I do believe in my buddy Gran, as he clearly is trash. So, next up, we have the Phoenix Flygons against the Hartford Whalers, with Susie getting actually the next 3 straight wrong, as he does like to vote for the underdogs, which didn't go well this week. And the Hartford Whalers did indeed beat the Phoenix Flygons, and once again, for the next 2, we see Susie being the only one to vote for the Denver Normals and the Utah Hoots, who both did get beat by the Houston Hoopas and the Aussie Kangaskons, respectively, pushing everyone's record. These are the updated records after week 11, as you'll see why, so let's look at those for a second. We do see that Ian has a 2 lead over me for first, and Susie's in last, so there. The next up, we see a huge change in not just the records, but a lot of red. So let's go right into it. So week 12, first battle, we have the Amsterdam Alakazams, Amsterdam Slowbros against the Slowbro Hemium Alakazams. Yes, perfect. Flawless. Anyway, the Slowbro Hemiums didn't lose that match, with Malone, Susie, and you guys being right in your predictions of the Amsterdam Alakazams. Next up, we have the Arcane Arcanines over the PCP Barcelona, with Susie being the only one. Susie getting everything wrong besides first battle. Just want to point that out. Sorry, Susie. Sorry, senpai. The Arcanines did indeed win that battle, and will be showing a lot of green for the next 2 weeks, as the Kling Klang United also beat their battle in Washington Willards, which everyone did seem to vote for, except for Susie. As I said, he's getting everything wrong. Now, Malone is the only one to vote for his battle over the Phoenix Flygons, and Malone did indeed win it. I guess you call it a little bit of an upset, seeing as everyone voted against Malone. But Malone, with that power of anime and believing in yourself, overcame the Phoenix Flygons. And good job to Malone. Next battle, we have the Portland Timbers against the Denver Normals, with Susie once again being the only one to vote for the Denver Normals and being incorrect, as the Portland Timbers did indeed beat the Denver Normals. So, once again, Malone is the only one to vote for the Hartford Whalers against the Aussie Kangaskons, and once again, Malone is correct. Malone had a completely great pick'em week, as we see, getting every single pick'em right. So, good job to Malone. And lastly, we have the Houston Hoopas versus the Utah Hoots, with Susie voting for his own Utah Hoots, expectedly, but unfortunately losing to AZ and the Houston Hoopas, who were really looking for that playoff contention spot. And then lastly, to get all caught up, everything's going to be caught up, everything's perfect. I messed up the record, so we're gonna pause, and by pause I mean I'll just put the updated records in the description, because clearly the records are wrong. But fret not, they will be in the description. So, week 13, with the updated records will be in the description, don't you worry. We have the Slow Bohemians versus the Arcane Arcanines, and I am the only one to vote for TJ the Snake, because TJ is a snake, and he pulled out the W over the Arcane Arcanines, leaving me to be the only one with that win. Bet. Next up, we have the Amsterdam Alakazams against the Kling Klang United, with Susie and you guys voting for the Amsterdam Alakazams, and everyone else on the YouTube team voting for the Kling Klang United, and the Kling Klang United did indeed win. So, next up, we see you guys being the only ones wrong, which never happens. I don't think I've ever seen that happen. Just ever. But you guys voted for the Phoenix Flygons, who did indeed lose to Shadow and his PC Barcelona. So, very interesting this week of pick'ems was to make the green and red, as it kind of freaked me out a little bit. Next up, we have Susie voting for his underdog pick, the Washington Willards, who did indeed beat the Denver Nummels. And now, as we see all this red, Susie got 2 underdog picks right. But before that, we have the St. Louis Swabbles against the Aussie Kangaskhan's. The Aussie Kangaskhan's did indeed win, and even Malone voted for the Aussie Kangaskhan's. So we see everyone getting that pick'em right. And next up, we see the Portland Timbers against the Utah Hoots. Not even an underdog pick, if you will, because Susie's just believing in himself, that power of anime on his side. And he beat Hutch Godkun. So he overcame the Portland Timbers. So just hope to see maybe Hutch bounce back in that playoffs. But for now, wait, actually. Alright, I was just checking something for my own little brain. Sorry. But lastly, we have the Houston Hoopers versus the Hartford Whalers, with you guys being the only ones to be correct, which I don't think I've also seen before either, in the pick of the Hartford Whalers, and then the Houston Hoopers did indeed lose that spot. I'll see you all next week.